Hey, this is Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, we are going to talk about pricing for $15,000 for the final expense burial, cremation, or funeral fund insurance for a 50-year-old female. Now, keep in mind, right off the bat, you can go to our website at funeralfunds.com, and just about every page on our website, we've got one of these quoters. You can use that for free and get actual pricing. If you look in the notes in this video, the comment section, we also have a special URL. It's funeralfunds.com/YouTube. And we've got a special quote where you can get discounts as well. And also, if you need any help, you can call us directly at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456, upper right of the screen here. And so let's talk about this. First thing we need to really determine is $15,000 worth of insurance appropriate for you? So if you were looking at getting cremated, $15,000 is more than enough, but we would probably say you're overinsured. So at age 50, we would probably recommend you look at $5,000 to maybe $7,500, $7,000, something like that. Again, we don't want you to be necessarily overinsured. We would rather keep more money in your pocket than give that to an insurance company. But by the same token, if you wanted extra insurance, we could certainly help you out there. But cremation, again, the average cost of a cremation is $1,000 to $2,000. That's where you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. And if you're going to have some sort of ceremony or anything, it can get up to like $4,500. So that's where we get the $5,000 to $7,000. Now, $15,000 for a burial, that'd be more than appropriate right now. The average cost of a burial throughout the United States is $10,000. It can be more, it can be less, but pretty much anywhere you walk in right now to any funeral home, if you got a $10,000 check, they'll help you out. May not be fancy, but they'll get the job done. Why would they let you walk down the road to somebody else and take that money? They'll do it. But at age 50, we're expecting you to live another decade or two or three, right? Another 10, 20, 30 years. And at some point, 30 years down the line, 15,000 may not be enough. But it's a great start. Number one, if that's what you can afford right now, get that insurance now. That will lock you into your youngest age and your youngest health. And you can always qualify and get more insurance later, and it will be less expensive because you're probably going to get a smaller amount, just kind of boost it up a little bit. So keep that in mind. Again, we don't recommend you overinsure because we would rather keep the money in your pocket, get just enough for what you need. We can always add more coverage later, and that way it keeps you from giving all your money to the insurance company. Now, there are a couple plans out there that you need to be aware of. We specialize in first day coverage, which means if you were to get your insurance today and you died tomorrow, it would pay out from the very first day. So that's the type of insurance you want. You don't want a policy with the 2-year waiting period. Keep in mind with the first day coverage, there are some health qualifications, but really 95% of the people we help qualify for first day coverage. What would disqualify you? Well, if you had like dementia or a terminal illness, or you're currently hospitalized, something like that. And then, of course, every week we get a call from somebody who says, hey, I had a family member or relative die last week, and we need to get insurance on them to pay for the funeral because we don't have any money. And we have to sadly explain that you can't get insurance on dead people. It's really sad. And we feel for the family, but it's really learn from their mistake. That's really why getting this insurance is so important when you're alive and when you can qualify for it. So a couple of plans we recommend avoiding out there are specifically the ones with 2-year waiting periods. And we're not picking on Colonial Penn. They're a fine company if you want a policy that's overpriced and has a 2-year waiting period. We don't recommend that at all, but if you like them, and I don't know, if you don't like your money, pay more. But female, age 50 right here. So what we're going to look at, let's see. So just so you know, they advertise that $995 plan. Let's see how much you would get. $995. Oh my gosh. Most people are going to get 30, 40, 50,000 for $995. So one unit for $995 through Colonial Penn is going to give you $2,000 worth of coverage. That would pay for a bare bones cremation right now, but you're age 50 and we expect you to live longer. And again, your coverage isn't even going to kick in for 2 years. So that $2,000 isn't going to be worth $2,000 due to inflation in 2 years. So keep in mind, you definitely want more insurance than that, and you want something with first aid coverage. Let's go back up and look here. Let's see, 5 units. Oh, now we're at 15,007. Okay, so 7 units is $14,000. Let's look at 8 units. So that's $80. Let's just round it up, 80. And then 7 would be 70. So really, if you were to look at, they offer it per unit. It's 14 and 16 for 7 and 8 units. So in between that, $15,000, if they even offered it, would be roughly $75. I just want to kind of keep this apples to apples with the other plans we're looking at here. So if we go over to our first day coverage, and keep in mind there's other companies out there that only sell that 2-year waiting period. That'd be like Mutual Omaha, United of Omaha is their brand there, and AIG, Gerber, kind of different ones like that. They're all going to have 2-year waiting periods. So just be aware of that, and they're going to be more expensive. So we've got 15,000 here. We've got a female and age 50. Let's get a quote. And remember, Colonial Penn for that 15,000 was going to be around 75. Oh my gosh, look at this. Trinity Life Insurance, great company. We work with them, and they would be $31. So 75. Literally, you were paying more than 200% more for a Colonial Penn policy that's got a 2-year waiting period versus this company, which is $31, and level means first day coverage. So why? Oh, why would you overspend? Well, Colonial Penn has amazing marketers, and that $9.95, a lot of people think that they're going to get a whole lot of insurance for $9.95, and we've already showed you that that's not the case. Let's look at a couple other different companies that kind of advertise some pretty unique things or advertise pretty heavily. Lumico is one of those companies, but they're $51, so that gets kind of expensive. And then like Lincoln Heritage has got a deal where they say, hey, you pay a little bit more, but when you pass away, we'll price shop 3 different places and, save your family from having to do that. Well, let's look at that. That's $50. And we can get the same coverage amount for $31. So let's just make the math easy on me. Say that's $20. That's $240 a year more. If you, at age 50, if you live 10 years, that's going to be $2,400 more. Why? Why would you pay somebody $2,400 after 10 years to make 3 phone calls? So to take care of that, we've got a funeral and estate planning guide. We can get that sent to you. And you can just plan that all out yourself and save that money and keep it for yourself. I mean, $2,400, you could take your family on a nice little trip or have a whole bunch of special occasions with them that they would have these wonderful memories that your family's never going to have a wonderful memory just because you paid an insurance company more than you had to. So why would you do that? Don't do silly things like that. So we're not saying they're bad companies. It's just every company's got a different pricing schedule and premiums, and you're a consumer. You have the right to overpay, but the people we work with don't want to overpay. And most people are eventually going to be on a fixed or limited income. Why wouldn't you want to save the most amount of money possible? So with that in mind, again, if you want to get other quotes, just go onto our website, go funeralfunds.com/YouTube, and we've got that special quoter, and you'll be able to get all the pricing. You can play around with pretty much any kind of coverage amount just to see what fits your budget. And also, if you want to talk with a real person, just call us at our toll-free number. We're happy to help out there. And we'll have in the comments here, we're going to have pricing videos also on $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, and $25,000. So if you want to get some pricing, a general idea that way, just do that. But we look forward to helping you out with this. We'll check all the insurance companies out there. We'll get you the best pricing. And we look forward to talking with you. And until that day comes, you take care, be safe. We will be here waiting for you. All right, bye-bye.